great respect, appreciated our invitation for online national level 10 days FDP on social science research and professional development of teachers. I welcome all the teachers from all corners of our nation. Welcome you all, teachers. A great welcome to all of you. And now, our beloved principal, Dr. Krishna, who have supported us further or proceed with this great work. And he has been a great pillar for all these work. I give a warm welcome to you, sir. Now, next is my gurus, my colleagues. I specially welcome our great guru, that is, who has taken a humble, he said humble initiative when he spoke about it. He started with he said it is humble for thank FTP for our teachers, and with a great topic also, much excited. And I really great welcome for you, sir, Vijay sir, that is our guru.
Thank
and one more, and other gurus, my Nagesh Rao sir, he's already joined. Most welcome you, sir, for this session. And now we all are waiting for a great person. I would like to say an assistant teacher is the one who is more innovative, creative, and who attains sustainable development and achieves growth rate, which will be through creation, transmission, and dissemination of knowledge. Yes, we have with us a great personality, that is Dr. Preethi Keerthi Souza, who is an associate professor, Department of PG Studies and Research in Commerce, Mangalore University. She is a great resource person for today's event. I would like to introduce her to this session with a very brief note of her. Dr. Preethi Keerthi Souza has mastered MCom in HRM in 2002 and MBA in marketing in 2007 with the distinction, has stood first in Karnataka state. Her PhD research in the area of talent management. She's a visiting professor to Royal University of Bhutan for soft skills since 2015. Dr. Preethi Keerthi Souza has presented 180 plus research papers in national and international conferences, and she has bagged 11 best paper and the best paper presented awards too. Having visited Thailand, Indonesia, Bhutan, and UAE for international conferences, she has received International Academic Excellence Award in 2020 as the best assistant professor at St. Xavier's College, Tamil Nadu. And as a researcher, she's published 60 articles in reputed journals and organized 6 national and 1 international conference and an international webinar at Mangalore University. Being a corporate HRD trainer for various companies on soft skills, Dr. D'Souza has conducted more than 200 workshops for staff and students, both in national and international level. She's completed minor and major research projects sponsored by ICSSR, Ministry of HRD, Government of India, having written and editing books and preparing study material for distance learning programs. She's been implementing her soft skill set. At present, Dr. Preethi Keerthi Souza is an assistant professor in the Department of PG Studies and Research in Commerce, Mangalore University, Karnataka. You are most welcome to this session, sir. Ma'am, we are very much happy and very much excited to know from you about the topic which is given to you, that is sources of secondary data collection and review of literature. Welcome to you, ma'am, for this session.
Thank you, Madam Ashalata. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Asha Keerthi.
Yes,
May I request our beloved principal to speak few words on this occasion.
Good evening, friends.
Good evening, sir.
So,
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
so welcome to our resource person, Dr. Keerthi Souza, and my own colleagues from the college and university and all over the nation. So this is the first venture from STPT first year called Katil, Social Science Research and Professional Development of Teachers, a 10-day program. So Dr. Vijay V and my colleagues from Department of Commerce has taken put up lot of efforts in organizing this 10-day FDP program. Hope this program will be helpful to the teachers in large and to postgraduate students. So those who are going to take research projects in future. So when we started research more than 20 years back, so it was a big thing. So looking at the research gap, so to finalize the title itself, it was a big thing. So we have to look at the research. Where is the research gap? What is primary data, secondary data? So the statistical tools to be used, sampling technique, hypothesis developing. These are all big things. So with statistical tools, new statistical tools, I think there are statistical professors who are helping research scholars nowadays. So the research become much easier now compared to 80s or 90s. Still, the research itself has its own problems and which expects hard work from the researchers. So in that perspective, we host this social science research and professional development of teachers, whereby we can help the future researchers how they can identify the research gap, how to select a research topic. So literature review, what to read, what not to read. Today's research scholar, so I think their biodata speaks a lot. So she will enlighten you on these issues, and the academicians and the participants who are participating in our FDP program will benefit definitely from this program. So with the blessings of Goddess Durga, so I hope all the participants will gain much knowledge in the next 10 days. I thank my colleagues, especially Dr. Vijay V and colleagues from Department of Commerce for hosting this program. And I welcome today's research scholar or research person who speaks on the subject, and the research persons who are coming to speak on different aspects in the coming days. So I hope all the participants, so it will be definitely make a different change in your career. It will be of much useful to you. So have a great day, friends. Thank you, Anand.
Thank you, sir. So we are able to organize this program because of your support. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Now,
Carry on. So
yeah,
let us
now
look
I
at
request.
important aspect.
Now I request
Okay.
Dr. Preethi D'Souza, ma'am, to take over the session
Yes.
on sources of secondary data collection and review of literature. Before that, ma'am, I hope I have the privilege to call Mr. Preethi, Dr. Preethi ma'am, as my friend, because of my association with Mangalore University over the last 30 years as a student of MCOM and as a student of PhD. And we used to meet ma'am very frequently while doing PhD there. I am very happy to have you in this great faculty development program, ma'am. Now I request you to take over your session.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your warm words. Before I start, I place my sincere appreciation and gratitude to Dr. Krishna, Principal of SDPT First Grade College, Khatil. I have great associations with the college. So thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to interact with young minds. I place on record my appreciation and gratitude to Dr. Vijaya V, the IQAC coordinator of Khatil College. Thank you, sir, for remembering me, for giving me this opportunity to share the views that are being given to me as a subject today. I can see a lot of familiar faces. Thank you, Madam Ashalata, for the introduction and welcome. I can
Thank
able to see Professor Manoj Lewis. I'm able to see so many of you. So thank you for the opportunity. Without wasting any much time, let us move on to this topic. I first say thanks even to the other aspects, and not only people, but even the COVID era, because thanks to COVID, colleges like Khatil College has thought vibrant and has gone beyond horizon. So anybody who takes the lead will definitely have a big thing to share, and it is a learning for us from a college that if you can do it, anybody else can also do it. So with this thought, sharing my appreciations and gratitude, please allow me to share the screen so that we can move on to the business for which we are all gathered here. We have crossed 200 now, which is a vibrant start at 5:20. So with 200 people, we definitely need to do justice and see that everybody's time is being honored. So is the PPT audio being visible there?
Yeah, madam. It is
Yes.
visible.
Yes. So once again, a warm welcome to this 10-day national level faculty development webinar. And it is on social science research and professional development of teachers. I'm sorry. It has just gone 1 second. Yes, 10 days program. And 10 days, when we say, let me start by saying a concept like this. Tell me and I'll forget. Show me and I may not remember. Whereas involve me and I'll understand. A warm welcome to all the teachers. I'm very sure 99% we are teachers here, as well as there are researchers. There are budding people who are into the area of research from many years, but still we are all passionate teachers as well as learners. And hence, we are having a social science research and professional development of teachers this 10 days workshop. Well, the chat box is open for various aspects to be kept as to be an open platform. Anything that you would like to share, you can put on the chat. When we speak about this title being given, Social Science Research and Professional Development of Teachers, I have very interesting words that pop out. Social science, professional, research, teachers, development. So I will be taking these 5 core areas before I start my concept. Being the first topic to be dealt for 10 days without the right path being carved, I don't think so we can do justice. So we are here moving on with these 5 words. I take the first word from this, and that is a teacher. So any feeling that you have on the word teacher, you can put on the chat box. Anybody, I can just wait for 2 or 3 and then I'll continue. So anything that you can get into your mind when you get the word teacher, you can put it there. Continuous learner, respect. Perfect. Bhandarka knowledge. Guru, motivator. Yes. Can you remember any names when I say teacher? Wow, great. Respect, learner, motivator. Can you remember service? Very nice. I'm missing, no, skipping the names. Obviously, you can learn. No, they never stop learning. Okay, so here I'm getting certain names of teachers. Okay, life changer. Great, great. So I'm very sure when you hear the name teacher, somebody's no face would come in front of you. Great. But is your own face coming in front of you when I'm speaking the word teacher? A point to ponder, isn't it? Is my own face coming in front of me when I say the word teacher? If yes, great. We are moving ahead. I'm not speaking about being very proud, but I'm speaking about having the self-respect. Now, when I speak about teacher, please understand, here we are. Without teachers, life would have no class. And that is the prominence of a teacher. You are a teacher, I am a teacher, and without us, life would definitely have no class. Taking this point, there are so many things said about teachers. One place where teachers are highly being honored because there are happy children and happy teachers in the world, it is Finland. You definitely know about it. It is where everybody is speaking about the respect given to teachers, the highest quality of no appreciation given to them, monetary rewards, non-monetary rewards, and the respect that is being given. Well, can we get it in a place where we belong? Is a effort being put by me is a very big point to ponder. We go further. What lies behind us, what lies before us are tiny matters when compared to what lies within us. Everybody here, and that too at evening 5:30, have so many things. Maybe the day was not that good today. Maybe there were certain challenges that have come. Maybe you had a big other plan, or you are having surprise visitors coming in, or maybe you're sitting the audio on there and doing something else. Whatever it is, you are giving a percentage of your effort towards your learning. And that is possible because you from within have the zeal to do something in your life. Respecting this zeal, we continue and understand what is it that makes a teacher. Teach and learn, two words which are extremely there in the word teacher. Just to see whether you're with me and if you're applying your mind, I have a small word puzzle and you need to give me what is very common in the 7 words that I have put here. You can put in the chat box, no problem. Anybody can put it in the chat box. What is it? 7 words given to you. What is so very common in these 7 words? Okay, potato, yes, but what is common? What is common that you see in these words that have been given? Is potato there in everything? No. Grammar, E and R. Priyanka, good. E and R. But grammar doesn't have a E. Okay, potato doesn't have a E. First letter put in, last same. Yes, Steffi Graph has given me first letter put. You put it in the last one and you get the same answer. I take it from you just to save time. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Steffi. Yes, you have given me the answer. If I take the first word, B-A-N-A-N-A, take the first alphabet B, place it at the end. Okay? Place it at the end. I get the same answer there. Okay? I get the same answer. You take the second word, take the alphabet D, place it at the end. I get the same word. So this is so very unique. It is for us to think. and thinking is very vital, and that will always make us go beyond. Well, teaching and learning, I always put this: teacher, teacher. The positive side of a teacher, which is told by my teacher to me, being a teacher means you should be doing sincere teaching. Teach each, him and her. Sincere teaching. And if this is the positive side, very interestingly, there is a negative side. Taking the word teacher, same words are taken. Well, a teacher, after each class is over or before it starts, I need to have a tea. There is headache. Come on, who would go to a class? Well, I have the power to bring tears in the eyes of people around me, or maybe I can tear people apart. So, teacher, positive side, negative side. I'm very sure we are into the positive frame, and we shall try to move on beyond the positive frame, because whatever said and done, we are into the business of education, and education is the most powerful weapon in all times, in the present time also, but in all times. You a teacher, me a teacher, we are mentors. Let us observe a very interesting happening. We are having a seed growing into a tree. The process is very interesting. You take a small sapling, give it essential water, manure, sunlight, and yes, it grows. It grows into a small plant. Over a period of time, it gives the fruits. There is a caretaker there. And yes, we see we have a fruitful tree in the yard. The same thing happens to us. If you could see, a child comes into our hands, we need to give care. We need to take care of that student. And yes, if we give the right care as teachers, we will have a fruitful tree in society, that is us as well as our students. This is very, very vital. I have another small fill in the blank. You are a teacher. I am a teacher. Can you fill the blank for me? You teach dash. Can you give the answer? You teach dash. I teach dash. Great. I'm so happy people are responding. 220 people here. You teach dash. I teach dash. Okay, you teach me. Okay. Ayush, I teach you. Okay. Can you please fill the blank? I teach. Okay. I'm asking you to fill only one. I teach dash. My question was you teach dash. Okay, great. Manoj sir says you teach life. Great. You teach another. I teach knowledge. You teach what I know. You teach others. You teach the world. Wow. Wow. Great. Great. That is nice. Well, sometimes we get certain common answers. I teach finance papers. I teach HR. I teach in the degree college. I teach science. I teach PUC students. I teach statistics. Well, there are so many things that come in, and most of the time, subjects take a prominent place. But in your answer, well, I saw subjects were not there, but it was other things that mattered. I'm happy that I'm speaking to a knowledgeable force. Well, these are the common answers, but the real answer that would really make a difference is I teach students, not only subject. Then my entire view on teaching would change, because I have a student. A student is a stud on which I need to keep a dent and see that things really work great for them. And as said, we teachers teach life, because education is not preparation for life, education is life itself. That is wonderful. I've already got the answer. Thank you, Sir Manoj. Well, I move on. As a teacher, how much effort do I put? If you say 100% every day, awesome. But most of the time, what happens is, well, I have so many things to do, then my effort gets divided. If that is the case, let's see whether we can change this preposition. A teacher's slogan. In a lifetime, if I can change or have a positive influence on one student, it is worthwhile the effort. Because people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. I'm sorry for taking this time, because without this introduction, I don't think so I can go further. Last question to you as a teacher. When you enter the class every day, how is your feeling? What happens when you enter the class? Every day when you enter the class, what usually happens? Excitement, great. Happiness, wow. You feel happy, that is nice. There's a new day, great, great, great. I'm very sure lot of smile has come to your face. Well, when you enter the class, children stand and say, wow, wishes from students, Radhika, great. Do you really get those wishes? Yes. But sometimes we don't. And if you don't get that wish, then our entire day goes very bad. Well, let us change a little bit. If I don't get that wish from the student, let me give the wish and say, come on, good morning. And then a vibrant smile will come to everyone's face. Learning new things, wow, that is very nice. Respect, dear teachers, to get it, let us first give it. Not the age that matters, but people who are around us that really matters. And we do have a career path, and that is why we are having webinars like this. Some do's for teachers. I am not a big person to tell you, but this is what my teachers told me. Sincere teaching, reading and updating ourselves, being aptly qualified, research comes in there, going for conferences, building your network, writing papers, publishing in journals, taking projects in groups, best. And a certain don'ts for teachers is something like this. Don't try to do everything. You cannot. You are a teacher, I'm a teacher. Don't be jealous. Don't keep information to self. Certain very interestingly, any brochures that come to you, if it goes underneath, then no, we are doing something wrong there. Don't try to grow alone. It is not possible. We collectively grow better. Don't use students. Let it be for even small things. Don't take favors. The world is watching you. And don't be demanding. This is what my teachers told me, just sharing the information. Thank you for the watch. The second word that gives all the excitement here is development. Development. Before I go further, are you with me? I could see some yeses in the chat box. Are you with me? Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. Well, development. I need not go into the debate, but there are two words, growth and development. They are not the same, but for us, it is faculty development program. A tree grows, human being develop. Well, economics background, if we have, there is economic growth and economic development. We understand that in the concept of economic development, economic growth comes. So development is a macro aspect, a big aspect. When we see the levels of needs of human beings, growth is at a lower level, which are measurable and quantifiable. Whereas development is arbitrary and qualitative additional to the growth aspect. And that is what we are doing. We are trying to fulfill our higher needs of life. And that is why FTPs like this are very, very useful. When I'm speaking about development, it is personal development, where we have planning, training, vision, learning, everything taking place. The third word that creates magic in these 10 days FDP is professional development. Professional. When I see all the professions there, I could see the person and get a right guess as to which profession the person is going to. Well, for a teacher, how can I know that he or she is a teacher? Can you give me any clue? Any clue? Any clue to tell me that when you see the person, you will come to know that the person is a teacher? Yes, book. Great, Carolyn. Book. Speaking too much. Surrounded by children. Surrounded by ideas, by people, by colleagues. Okay, very good. Multitasking. A strong voice. So here you are having so many aspects to tell, where if you want to tell that others are your teachers, no external appearance would put more the pressure, but your achievements, the way you live, the way you are in society, that matters the most for us teachers to be professionals. Body language, definitely yes. Yes, sir. Ramakrishna sir is also right. Well dressed, extremely appealing. Well, added to that, knowledge, right, madam? Sorry, Wahid. Uh, Here you are having the professional development being added. And for a teacher, please see, these things are important. We need to have continuous learning, reflection, improving ourselves, practicing what we preach, mentoring. But if you want to be really professional, come into the field of consulting. A teacher has gone towards a next level where you have to be beyond. The fourth word that is adding a lot of importance for today's FDP is social science. You are from so many disciplines, but all come into the ambit of social science. And when the social science branches are being counted, well, there are so many. Can you tell me which branch are you coming from? You can put in the chat box, which branch are you coming from? I'm very sure business and management are thriving in numbers. Physics, commerce, sociology, language. Wow, wow. Medicine. Very good. See, there are so many that are coming from so many various places. Well, as I told you, commerce would be having a lead. Okay, nursing are there, business administration is there. Great. That means I have, forensic science is there. Great, great, great. So now please understand, in this group, if you want to be connected with one another, please take and build networks, because under social science, if you want to have great research, if you are having these linkages of branches, you will have the best output coming in. Best output coming in. So please see that you don't restrict it to only your branch, but you understand other branches. And that is where this 10 days program is on social sciences and not only one branch. This is a very important point, because from here your research things are linked. Now I come to social science research. When I speak about social science research, would like to tell you about one research council, SSRC, which is there from last 100 years. Next year, it will complete 100 years. And it is a research council which is having an international repute and also gives sponsorships towards various projects. So please Google it out, search it out, you would understand many things. Now I come to the most important point, and that is research. This is the concept that is being given to us. Social science research and professional development of teachers. 5 points I had taken, 4 are being touched upon, but my prominence goes into the area of research. Identifying the area, design, carrying out analysis, publishing the results. Everything matters. So here, the organizers had given me 2 sessions, and I have put those sessions in a format, and I'll be speaking about 5 areas. First one is research. Second one is the research area. Third is research topic problem identification. Fourth, sources of data collection. Fifth is a review of literature. So before I end, that is at 6:30, where I have to give a break, I will be finishing research and research area. And the second part, I will be speaking on identifying the research problem, sources of data collection, and review of literature. Is that fine? I'm giving you the right input now. Research and research area being spoken now. After the break, we will be having a research topic, problem identification, sources, review of literature. I'll be moving on to the first aspect, that is research and research area, which I'll be covering till 6:30 today. Thank you for being with me. Research and endeavor forever. Research and endeavor forever. So all the people there, including me, if I have done with my PhD, that means I have only started research. I have not ended research. It's only a start. And since I have started research, things have to be on a second scale now, and I am responsible for my every thought, for my every reading, for my every writing, and my every speaking. Now I give you another small game, and the game is like this. Take the word research, give me all the words that you can get by using the word research. You can repeat the word, but it should be within these eight alphabets only. You can repeat. You give me words. Search, research. Okay, great. Search year, search see. Investigation will not come. Reach, see, good. Each, arc, year. Okay, great. Researcher will not come. Research. Okay, explore, inquiry. No, you have to give me chase is right. Chase is right. Rear is right. You have to give me word for using only research. Okay. Wonderful. You are there, moving on the right direction. Cheer is there. See is there. Good. I have taken research, and these are the 8-letter words using research. Reach. Good. These are the 7-letter words using research. These are the 6-letter words using research. Okay. These are the 5-letter words using research. These are the 4-letter words. These are the 3-letter words. And these are the 2-letter words. But I take very few of them and understand whether we can explore research in its own alphabets given. Please see here, research, where you search, you have given me. Career, the word career comes from this research. So your career and my career is built on this rock research. You need to be a chaser behind this research. Have certain mistakes done, let's erase them, but keep the search continuous. Don't cease, but cheer yourself. Reach the goal, share the information. Sometimes there is a lot of ache. Okay, ache is there, but with care, with ease, with a little bit of rare determination, we can carry on with research. But for research, you need resources like cash, time. You need to use your senses, ear, eyes, and wow. You need to have a little bit of laughing around, and then research becomes vital. Well, if I add one more word to research, RESCARCH, there are 8 alphabet. If I add one more alphabet, which is a word that I can get out of all the jumbling that is being done? Okay. If I add one more alphabet to this research, which is the word that I will get? I'm just giving you the answer, and that is preachers. If research word one more is added, from research I get reachers, but I could add one more P and it becomes a preachers. Let us be preachers at a later stage. We will first do ardent right research. And what is it? What is it? We will explore. For me, research is discipline. It involves lot of time, effort, joy, interest, fun, failure, disappointment, satisfaction. Well, so many things. But journey has to be enjoyed. The research journey is wonderful. You ask all the people in the group who have finished with their PhD, finished, okay, done with their PhD. They have the word DR in front of their name. I'm very sure after they have written their PhD thesis, they have not opened it often. They have not opened it often. You ask them which is the most rightful thing that has happened. They will say those years of doing research, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, that is wonderful. But once you get the degree, the charm is lost. Yes, you use the DR in your name. That is always going to have value. But the charm of doing research is during the journey. And that is where you and me have to explore it. I am not giving you any definitions for research, but we definitely understand that research is systematic, it is reliable, and it is there in all disciplines. But we need to understand that it being a systematic attempt, it will give answers to questions. Questions are also raised by the researcher, answers are also found by the researcher. And research is a very systematic way of first asking questions and then a systematic method of inquiry. So, very interestingly, the first point of research is not finding the solution, but putting the question. The first part of research is not knowing what is the answer. Even if you know the answer, the thing is, how do I frame the right question? How do I ask the right question? And that is research. There are various things that come under the ambit of research. If I'm fast, please put me a message that I'm fast. But otherwise, these are thought processes that we all know. There are theoretical research and there is empirical research. You know the difference. Empirical is adding a little bit more value nowadays. There are various kinds of research. From logical to evaluation to investigative to demographic to empirical and scientific. And we need to understand that my social science ambit comes into empirical research or scientific research. Empirical research has more value in social sciences because we try to know and find answers to the questions relating to human behavior. There are certain arguments in research. There is a deduction approach, there is an induction approach. What is this deduction approach and what is the induction approach? Deductions, we keep on minusing. It is where we arrive at a reasoned conclusion by generalizing a common known fact. And induction is we observe certain phenomena and then come to conclusions. I'll be giving you this in form of a diagram. Deduction is from theory to practice. Induction is from practice to theory. Both are vital. Both have a say in research. How and which one do you take up? It is up to you. But deductive method is also important. Inductive method is also important. Because अंडा पहले आया कि मुर्गी, ये तो debate हमेशा चलता रहेगा. But you must know whether the egg is first or the hen is first. We are having the deductive way and the inductive way. Here we are having a small example being given. Deductive example: every mammal has a lung. All rabbits are mammals. Therefore, every rabbit has lungs. Deductive approach from theory to practice. Inductive: every rabbit has been observed to have lungs. Therefore, every rabbit has lungs. From practice to theory. Both have a very solid framework and this works. I have another theory being put here. The spellings are not right, but this was a picture that I found out. Recent survey shows that 100% of the people who drink water die. Tell me whether this is research. Tell me if this is research. Okay, Radhika says no. Okay, so many people say no. Can you tell me why it is not research? Then what it is? This is not research. Then what it is? It is a natural phenomena. Dying is a natural phenomena. It's a general thing. Ravina said true. Okay, it is a general thing. It is a fact. Whether you drink water or not, you will die. Okay, or all people on earth drink water. So there is no association between the variables that you have taken. People, drinking water, dying, there is no association. So obviously, it being a fact cannot be a research. I'm happy that you're with me. So what is the structure of research? As said, you begin with broad questions, you narrow it down, operationalize, observe, then you analyze the data, come to conclusions, again generalize. So inductive to deductive, deductive to inductive. So this is where you are having the structure of research very much going with you. Okay, now all the people of Mangalore, if you're beyond Mangalore, you should please excuse me. This is a brain game. You have to tell me, looking at the clues that I've given. Okay, yes, Shriteja said it is Hat Hill. You have to guess the places of Mangalore. Hat Hill. Excellent. I give you another one. What is this? It need not be in English alone. Kaikamba. Perfect. Kaikamba. Perfect. I give another one. Which one is this? Which
Street.
place? Car Street. Perfect. Car Street. Masuda is right. Sir is right. Come on, give me this.
Lighthouse.
Lighthouse.
Lighthouse Hill. Hill Road.
Lighthouse Hill Road. Perfect. Lighthouse Hill Road. Great, you're with me. Give me this one. You can think in Tulu. Copy card, copy card, copy
Yeah.
card. It's not the estate, but it is copy card. Very good, very good, very good. So, are you with me? Are you with me? Yes.
Yes,
Thank
yes,
you,
ma'am.
thank you, thank you. Another one. Give me this. Give me this. Lady Hill, yes.
Oh,
This
very good.
Shatija is so fast. Sharmila is right. Lady Hill. Smita is right. Yes. Which one is this?
Clock Tower. Clock Tower.
Clock tower, clock tower, clock tower. Very good. And this one. You can think in Tulu now. Yes, Panji Muger. Nivedita is right. Niharika is right. Ramakrishna is right. Panji Monger. So here you are moving into the thinking process, which is one of the very important area of research. So research you have started. Now tell me, what is this? What is this? A picture? Picture of what? Tower? Eiffel Tower, Eiffel Tower. Okay. You have given me an answer, but is it right? Is it Eiffel Tower, Priyanka?
Caesar, Caesar.
It's a pair of scissors. How did the answer change? How did the answer change? How did the answer change? Ma'am, you have given first a short glimpse, a cut picture, and then you are given a full picture. Yes. And that is what research is. Initially, you will see half the picture and then full picture. And when the full picture comes, the answer would change. What is this? Wow, things are getting interesting. What is this? Love at first sight. Very, very true. This is a shorter glimpse. Okay. Research will give you the full picture, the full picture. Assuming, wrong assuming. Shri Prajna, you're right. Okay. So that is the difference between research and an unresearched area. There is a smaller view. You go deeper inside, you have a bigger view. And this bigger view definitely matters. I'm giving you one interesting concept of design thinking. One of the area that we researchers have to go deep inside is design thinking. Places like Infosys, these are the things that they usually do. This is called as the water wheel. It is a contribution by a social activist in New York. She saw pictures in India, Indian women taking water using the traditional small pot, and sometimes it is a pot made of mud, walking for kilometers and bringing in water. She said, anyhow, you're walking so much, and that too barefoot, why not bring more water? And that is where they started with design thinking concept. Design thinking is a very, very important area in research. And nearly 10 years back, I have written a paper on design thinking, and it has given vibrant reach. So please think on design thinking when you're speaking on research. Did you understand what is research? I have given you no definitions, but I'm very sure you have understood that we need to see things from a different perspective. Is it okay? Yes? Fine. We move on further. I move on to the second topic given to me, and that is research area. For each of the topics, I have kept half an hour's time. First one was research. Second one is research area, where I will give you half an hour's time. Then exactly half an hour for other three things. So research area, when we speak, I am moving on to a place or an arena. I understood what is research. I'm going to the discipline. I'm going to the interest. I'm going to the area. I had started with a concept called as what is social studies. And I told you, under the ambit of social studies, there are so many disciplines coming in. I hope I'm not fast. I'm moving on. And I told you there are branches of social sciences. I told you need to be understanding these branches, because then I'll be relating many things. Okay, here we are. When we are speaking about branches of social sciences, I told you there are so many branches. You're coming from various branches. Identifying each branch is your area. Identifying the branch of social science is your area. Now, it could be either one branch, two branches, three branches, combination of branches. For example, when I take COVID now, I need to take health, I need to take psychology, I need to take management, I need to take certain economic aspects. I need to take international relations. I need to have cultural studies. There are so many things. Health, definitely, my sir. These are the things that I need to take it when I'm selecting one topic. I need to know what is the area. I've not come to the topic, I'm coming to the area. It is like an umbrella, a very big umbrella. And under that umbrella, what are the things that come in research areas? As I said, we are having more people from commerce and management. I'll be giving you certain ideas about this, but I'll not restrict to only commerce and management. Research areas, when I can take in the area of commerce. I go deeper and I say, in commerce, is it tourism? Is it agricultural commerce? Is it environmental commerce? Is it industry and trade, the old way of doing it? Or am I having economic modeling? Am I moving on to the area of entrepreneurship, banking and finance? I am going deeper. I am going down into the areas. If I go still deeper down into commerce and management, I take up one. Am I going to financial management, marketing, knowledge, e-business, systems, operations, HR, knowledge, organizational behavior? I am going deeper down. You have to know that once when you are identifying your research area, research ideas, you have to be extremely clear as to which is your area. For example, I can say my topic is on talent management, which comes under the area of human resource management and knowledge management. Okay. And it goes till into the area of management. Okay, great. Now, here you are having a word. Can you tell me what word is this?
Nowhere.
Nowhere. Okay. One word is got, that is nowhere.
Now here it can.
Now here. Okay, okay, okay. So you are given me two words. One is nowhere and one is now here. And that is what we are moving into the area of research. Please understand the context. I'm speaking about research area. Okay. From nowhere to now here. From nowhere to now here. And this is what we are moving in. A journey of research that I'm speaking on, which is an expedition, which is a crossing. So here, this is a journey from nowhere to now here. I'm speaking about how human existence came in, research coming in, research area coming in, where we understand the history of man from ancient, medieval to modern. We also understand prehistory and history, because prehistory is where there is no written record and history is where we are having written records. We also understand that man has been having a wonderful journey from a hunter to a food gatherer to a farmer to a trader. Now, why am I giving you this? Because if you have to understand research, you have to start from the very beginning. You need to have a sequence, and without the sequence you will be losing out on your storytelling in research. Research is how beautifully you narrate the story of your findings. This is where I need to know from Stone Age how things started, how the first civilization came in, what is the influence of fire, wheel, metals in life, how did occupations come in, from pot making to weaving to brick making, from tool making. I'm speaking about commerce and management. And slowly we had exchange of goods. Exchange of goods leading to trade, trade centers, cities, civilizations. You need to know everything. This is how you are moving in to the area of commerce and management. And we understand that evolution of men led to the evolution of management. And when we speak about evolution of management, automatically evolution of management thought comes in. This is how you are having a very interesting search, and this search continues forever. Please understand, when we are speaking about these areas and arenas, how the human existence have gone over a period of time. This is the earlier start. And whatever is the earlier start, they are having a nomadic life. And since the nomadic life has moved on, something like this, we have a process which keeps on going. Now, why do I need nomadic life? If I am moving into the area of tourism, I have to start from here. Nomadic life. Why tourist? How, no, why did we have the shifting of places? If I'm speaking about housing, if I'm speaking about other types, I must know about early settlements. If I'm speaking about exchange, I must know about barter. If I'm speaking about management, I must know about public management. How the origins of public management came in from the 10 commandments given to Moses, from the influence of ancient Rome, from the public administration coming from the military heritage. Well, there is a very big statement that keeps on going when we speak about public management. Now, why these things are important is without this, I cannot define the area. So, who are my first employers? Can anybody give me a guess? In the history of humankind, who are the first employers? Who are the first employers in the history of humankind? Let's have a guess. It's okay. Who are the first employers? Farmer. Okay, good. Good. Sanmati is giving me an answer. Great. Okay, somebody said kings. Vijay Basavraj is saying kings. And you are bingo right on that. It is the people at higher power. And mostly during that time, the kings wanted an army to be built, wanted people to be soldiers, wanted lot of things to happen for the society. And that is where kings were the first employers. Once we understand this, we will understand wages, we will understand labor, we will understand laws, we will understand welfare, we will understand so many things. And that is why area is important. You definitely know about Industrial Revolution from 1780 to 1850. Yes, a very big revolution which came in and management got a big boost. But Industrial Revolution started where? Can anybody tell me? Which country?
England.
Okay, good. You're giving me answers. You say England, UK. Very nice. And then when Industrial Revolution came in, it is 1850. Fine. When did British come to India? When did we get our independence? 1947. Okay, we take it 1950 just to make it a full figure. Fine. So here he says, Girish says in 1600. So nearly during those times when British came to India, but the real ruling started 200 years ago prior to independence. The real ruling started, and that is 1750 onwards. 1750, 1850, and 1950 we got our independence. So can you have the very interesting link between Industrial Revolution, India's independence, British power in India? All these things are understood only when we know the history and when we know the areas. And we can give wonderful thought process to our teaching into our classrooms only when we know the areas and when we know the base. If you can relate something like this to our children, how beautifully and how interestingly they will understand the management thought. Otherwise, it seems to be a very dry subject, saying the same thing where we also don't find interest. And the same 14 principles, the same thing. Well, if you can speak about something like this, then Adam Smith and his contribution becomes a wonder. James Watt and his contribution, well, wonderfully been explained. Why there is a watt for electricity. This is where the influence of UK, Great Britain in Industrial Revolution, these are the words that can make a big difference in our class. Robert Owen, a person who thought about working conditions of people. Charles Babbage, the computer father of computers. Well, that is his original signature. This is F.W. Taylor. You can speak about scientific management, and then you can give a justification. Scientific management was written later than general management, but scientific management became more popular. Can anybody tell me the reason why? Scientific management became more popular, which was actually written later, and general management, which was written earlier, became famous at a later stage. Can anybody tell us why? You're all teachers into this area, because unless we know the area, we cannot go further. General management was written earlier, but it became popular later. Scientific management was written second, but it became famous first. Can anybody tell me why? Kevin Casey says specialization. General management, which was written first, became famous later. Whereas scientific management, which was written later, it was published early. No, madam. Yes, general management was written in French. Perfectly right. Vijay sirs, give me the answer there. You are having general management was written in French, and scientific management was written in English. And English became the Queen's language by one vote. So why voting is important, even that we can explain. There are so many things that we can explain only when we know the base. Mary Parker Follett, her contribution, mother of scientific management. Okay. She gave us group and human cooperation. Hawthorne experiments, the base of commerce and management. Why? Elton Mayer's contribution, human relations movement. How did Elton Mayer look like? This is the Hawthorne works, the aeroplane view. Can you imagine during those times how this photograph was taken, or maybe it was drawn, because that time drones were not there, you see. So how it was taken and how beautifully it was taken. This is the Western Electric Company, how beautifully a photograph being put. So this is where we need to know things of the past, which will help us to understand great things about areas. These are organizations, and organizations are part of us. I now have a small question. When the word commerce come to your thinking, what is the thinking that you get with the word commerce? What comes into your mind when you hear the word commerce? What comes into your mind when you hear the word commerce? Anybody can answer. That's okay. No problem. Nothing comes into your mind? What is commerce? Any word that comes into your mind with the word commerce? Yes, trade, business, industry, vocation, revenue, bargaining, money. There are so many things. But one of the very important things that comes into the mind is trade, where there is buying and selling. And what is commerce? Commerce is a very interesting definition which involves two things, trade and aids to trade. But most of the time, our children cannot answer this. What is commerce? Trade and aids to trade. And yes, the aids to trade were transportation, warehousing, insurance, advertisement, long time back. But now things have changed over a period of time. And that is where we understand the importance of people in organization. In organization. People in organization, we understand and we give them various names. Long time back, we called the person as a laborer, to worker, to employee, to manpower, human resource, human capital, human asset. In Google, they call people. They call people. In Infosys, they call talent. Facebook, they call people. Partner resources, employee experience, knowledge partners. Things have been rolling. Things have been rolling, isn't it? So this is where when we speak about commerce as well as people in organizations, people are the same, but the outlook towards them has changed. And with the names being changed, even the respect being given, the things that are being needed out of them, everything has changed. Now we need to understand that when we speak about human resource, people, how things have changed over a period of time. This is where the trends that are affecting human resource. There are four things that I have taken: human resource, a demographic trend, Generation Y, retirees, non traditional workers, how things are changing. This is the demographic change that has happened. Long time back, people at the age of 16 to 24 were at work, more the percentage. But now it is 25 to 54. And above 55, yes, the number is increasing. Women in workforce, that is changing. Generation Y are seen in the workforce now. Who is Generation Y? It is the people who are born from 82 to 2002. Need not be there only, but this is how today's generations keep on changing. And this is what we see, a very interesting trend where we are having a big aspect on the areas that are generally changing over a period of time. They change very vibrantly. They change in a very responsive way. And this is what we find organizations. But organizations and people, we found something terribly went wrong. And what went wrong? What went wrong is the aspect of technology, the influence of technology in human mind, and that is extremely vibrant and different. Mom said, please go and play outside, and this is how they play. This is the influence of technology on human being. And technology on human being is something which has changed over a period of time. What is the influence of technology with people? This is how you have the changes that have been happening. A father is asking a child, come on, how was your school today? And the child replies, please check it on my blog. Just a minute. Edward's house. Okay. Yes. This is where the technology is there. A change in technology. And the change in technology has been something like this. From 2010 to 2015, if this is where the change is, what will be 2025? Please understand, we are moving on with technology. This is Generation Y, and multitasking has been an aspect of technology. If I take human resource and retirees, this is how changes happen. Change in the workforce is seen. Elder people are coming to work because they are retired, but they're not tired. And the last one, I'm speaking about non-traditional workers. The non-traditional workers, I'm having part-time workers increasing. I'm having independent contractors increasing. I'm having freelancers increasing. There is a very big change that is happening over a period of time. And this change is to be seen. Well, what are the contemporary times in commerce? When I speak about contemporary times, I'm speaking about newness coming in. What is new? What is new in our business? Give me 10 minutes of time to understand this area. How do I change and bring in change? Please understand, technology has come into our life and it is ruling our life. With all the needs that I have to have a human existence being possible, technology is the new need. I get up every day in the morning, and usually the first thing that we do is brushing. I have technology and the influence of technology, and Ama Brush has come into our lives. Let's check it. So this is where you're having technology in our life. The next very big problem that every household has is clothes. I'm very sure there is a place in your house which is purely kept for clothes. Washing of clothes take less time, but the clothes being folded and kept inside takes 10 to 15 business days. And that is always the case in every house. Technology is there to help us. You want a research area? This is how we identify research areas. Your big problem is, how do I keep the phone on charge? Well, there are charging stations which will be used throughout the house. This is a technology for charging your devices. Still, if you want portable mobile chargers, well, that too is available. Okay. Changes have come in the smartphone, and your smartphone can float. They are called as the drone phones. They can hover by themselves. You need not catch it in your hand. You can take selfies anywhere from the air. Theater mode is on. You don't need a selfie stick. You're going in the dark. The phone walks with you. And the best part, it goes on a self charge. So, what best can you ask in life? And this is where technology has come in. You want to prepare food? Yes, there is technology.
South Indian specialty. It's a favorite in homes across India, but its circular cylindrical shape and donut-like hole make it fairly difficult to prepare at home. It needs the expert hands of grandmas and aunts or even restaurant cooks. Not anymore.
A very simple innovation, but it solves a lot of problems.
Complex art of vada making into a science for everyone. Key ingredient: common sense. A path-breaking little big invention. The spout that shapes batter into butter. The hole. Squeeze.
Common sense, and your answer is got for all the problems that you have.
Just delicious, crispy butters.
Okay. Certain recent trends in the airport. Look at the technology. Scanning is done with the eyes, and you just move further. You can just move on from one place to another in immigration with only pure scanning. Things have changed. You want to have clothes being purchased, you are having technology there for you. You don't do anything, still you can try on clothes.
Show me skirts. Show me blue.
Color combinations are done there. She'll change the settings and take a selfie. Do you want to buy? Yes. And the payments are being done very easy. Scanning is done by the QR code. Technology and our life. Research. At the counter, clothes are taken. And yes, shopping is done. I'm very sure men will be super excited with such a shopping, isn't it? Because waiting for so long becomes a very big problem. Changing rooms, that tension you don't have. So many things are made easy, and this is where we are having technology. Now, technology and banking, it is something like this.
Oh, what did you
We
say?
have a ring for banking.
It's called the Bankwest Halo, Australia's first payment ring.
We don't have a card, it's a ring.
It works just like your bank card, but there's no fumbling for your purse or wallet. $3.50, thank you. The waterproof ceramic ring has an inbuilt chip linked directly to your account. It'll work wherever contactless payment is accepted.
So if you're out on a jog or you're surfing, you can always get that coffee and always have your money with you.
Just like regular tap and go, there's no need for a PIN for purchases under $100. The ring is available now, and Bankwest hopes its customers like the simplicity of it. But
So this is where things are changing. Things are changing on a very vibrant note. Okay. And this is where new things have come in, from video recruiting to mobile recruiting to digitalized training to mobiles everywhere, virtual enterprises. Definitely, you know about things. End of fixed jobs. Things are changing. Reverse mentoring. I'm speaking to you on areas. Okay. Green HRM, green initiatives, wealth trends in practice, 360, 720-degree performance appraisal, open book management style, management by walking around, knowledge sharing. Well, if that is the positive side, there is also sometimes the negative side of HR. The deadline for complaints was yesterday. This is a difference between your net salary and gross salary. Well, things are different. Presentism. I wrote a paper on this many years back as to how you're physically being present at the job, but mentally you're not there, which is a big problem than absenteeism. Sexual harassment, office romancing, live-in relationship, ethical and moral values. Well, this is so much to explore. But please understand, when I and you take a research topic, let us not say that I will do a very big research. Please take a small research area. And if you can think that your research is going to solve global issues, even the spelling solve is wrong there. Okay? It cannot happen at the initial stages. Let us think small, identify a small area, and once I identify a small area, I can go deeper and deeper within. With this note, I stop. It is 6:30.